Greetings, sports fans, ASMR Sports. Back with you here today. Thought I would spend some time working on my dollar box with you all. And I will show you over here the dollar box of doom. On this closest row here are the cards that I've top loaded, and then the next two rows are cards that are in sleeves. I think they're all in sleeves, and those need to be top loaded, which I will be taking care of here today. Well, I suspect I'll get about maybe halfway through the shorter of the rows, because this does take quite a long time, so this will be a good chance for me to kind of show you some of the cards that I plan to put in these dollar boxes, and then these are the top loaders I'm using. These are Collect, Save, Protect, and I once upon a time I had some Collect, Save, Protect soft penny sleeves, and I'll show you my stash of these things. Bingo. That's one case, and I have two. Well, I have an additional one beyond the one that was opened. I also have cases actually of some other kinds too, but I plan to use these for this whole project. And I actually ordered some more just the other day, because I just think I'm going to use a lot of these. Not sure how many of these I'm going to open, but we've got a few here going. So that we are ready. So each one of these packs has 25 top loaders inside, and these are of course standard sized. So if there's a card that's like a refractor, especially like a colored refractor, numbered refractor, that would be a card that will be a little bit snug in these. But I'm gonna put them all in here anyways, unless it's super thick, like this card requires a special, ultra thick top loader. So I have to pull those super thick cards out. Found that the only way to get these things out is to rip the box open. They're so snug that they just don't come out. So you gotta rip it. Rip it and rip it. So that's what we'll be doing today. This box is 100% baseball cards, but I see no reason why I should not take this project into the realms of basketball, football, and hockey. Although I have many fewer of those cards, and basketball I have the most of, and so there's a glorious pile of brand spanking new top loaders. I have the most, other than baseball, I have the most basketball cards. And then football next, and hockey very little. So maybe I'll do one Stephen Kwan I believe, is doing very well right now in the big leagues. I was noticing on the Sports Card Investor top 5 hottest cards for the most recent week, he was like number 2 or something. So he must be having a little bit of a hot streak. I pulled out my Alex Kirilloff cards because around here, they probably are more popular than where you are if you're not in the upper Midwest. There's Austin Martin. Now with the Twins drafted by the, okay, so here's one that's not going to fit. Cal Raleigh rookie card. Patch, so I'm going to need a different sleeve for that, so I'm just going to pull that out and I'll go find a specialized sleeve. This is actually that's just a base select, so O'Neal Cruz rookie, so all of the cards I think that I've pulled out so far to be in this box are from my rookies and prospects boxes. They were cards that ordinarily I would have sorted them into teams and then put them in my larger boxes of rookies and prospects sorted by team, but these ones I just went through and pulled the cards that I thought would be worth $1 or more. So yeah, everything in here should be a rookie card or a prospect, like a Bowman card. Not necessarily a first Bowman, but some sort of pre-major league card. That's the plan. And so then after this, I'm going to go through. Here's another example of a thicker card. This is a Chronicles Origins subset numbered auto card. It's an on-card auto. So, and this card, this is maybe this is like a $3-4 card. Since it's an auto, it's numbered auto. And there are a number of cards in here. I might actually not put these in there because there's a lot of these. And this is what do they call these? Some with capstone. These capstone cards from 2022, they're all thick. So they're kind of a pain in the nuts to put into top loaders because they're going to be too thick. These marquees are also sort of thick like that, so I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Spencer Torkelson, I think, having a terrible year. Hunter Green, I'm not sure where he's at right now. I kind of think he might be injured or something because I haven't heard anything about him. Boy, I wish I could do the little tapping in a way that doesn't have up the video here. Just kind of pulling it behind the camera. There's a DL Hall numbered Bowman Heritage. One time I did a video of my Orioles prospects cards, and there was some kind of, it was a sapphire of him, like a 2020 maybe. And somebody asked if that was for sale, and I don't think I responded. My apologies, but point being, I think there's maybe a DL Hall fan out there. Alright, so these are a bunch of Bowman Heritage cards coming up here. Jared Kelenic now with the Braves. We're kind of struggling. The loss of Acuna. Anthony Volpe, prospect card. Jonathan India, parallel rookie card there. That's a black and white parallel. promising still prospect for the Orioles, who look to be headed straight into a commanding first. Actually, Shea Langoliers, I'm not sure if he should be in here, but once upon a time he was a decent prospect. Jeremy Payne's another guy who's just sort of disappeared from the earth after a pretty, loud start to his career, winning a championship, world championship in his rookie year. But I don't know, old habits die hard, so here they are. Max Meyer, I believe, is still recuperating from Tommy John surgery, but he was a very high draft pick. And he's also a Minnesotan. I'm going to sneeze here, so I'm going to pause. Alright, literally as soon as I hit that pause button, my sneeze went away. So this is a older card, Alex Cora, who is a sometimes manager in the big leagues now, was a rookie in this set, Fleer Tradition, so that'll be, I just basically opened, one of these little box sets. I think is where these came from. Yeah, these are from an update set. So those little, box sets, it's like 150, 200 cards or something like that. And these are, rookies. So I pulled the names, that are sort of recognizable, guys that had decent careers, and put them in here. Here's some random, like now dead autograph from 2012 Topps flagship, probably. There's Spencer Torkelson. Looks like that's a prospect card. There's Jazz Chisholm, who I was just reading, that he's probably on the trading block here as the Marlins have another miserable season, and his free agency is coming up, and he's been a pretty gangbusters player when healthy, but has not been able to stay healthy for long periods of time. This year he has not been injured, but he's actually having a down year, so it's like, can't win with that guy. But boy, he has been a pretty brilliant young player for stretches of his career when he's, basically before this year, and when he's not been injured, he's been fantastic. So could see him changing teams. Ryan Mountcastle, Kirilov rookie. Cal Tucker, prospect mojo. Luis Heel, well, he was about the hottest young pitcher in the game here for the first few months of the year, and now the Yankees seem to, the whole pitching staff seems to be on a mission to, quadruple their ERAs, because they're all getting, absolutely shellacked in, the first, 1, 2, 3 innings of a game. They're giving them, 6 runs. And then the Yankees lose, 15-2 or something. And it's unlike anything I've seen in quite a while. So his stuff was hot there for a minute, and, maybe it'll be hot once again if they get their act together. But holy crap, the Yankees have absolutely dropped off a cliff, and they're still, tied for first. But Jesus, they got swept by the Mets, folks. What is that about? Now they're about to get swept by the Blue Jays. I think they won 1 out of 3 against the Dodgers, if I'm recalling. No, I think they did fairly well. Well, basically. Maybe they won only one game in like a series against the Orioles. I don't know. They ran into some stiff competition for sure. In the past week and a half, but then playing the Mets, the lowly Mets. You sort of thought, okay, well, here's a chance to turn their luck around because they're not playing, one of the best teams in baseball for once. After playing the Dodgers and the Orioles. But no, they got swept by the Mets, folks, and now they're playing the Blue Jays, and they got just shellacked by the Blue Jays in the first game of that series. So I have every expectation they will lose the series here against the Blue Jays, and then I don't know what, but they were the best team in baseball for a couple games there. By record, I should say. These minis are from a boxed set of 2017 Bowman. You all may recall that once upon a time, Topps would make a Bowman complete set in mini form, and it would include, I think, like Bowman. So it's all chrome cards. So it would be the chrome cards from regular Bowman. It would be the entire, or maybe not entire, but select cards from the Bowman Chrome set, and then also chromes from the Bowman Draft set. So quite a wide-ranging set, and kind of a cool thing actually, because where else can you get cards from all three of the sets they put out in a single product? And the answer is in the mini set, and then you get I think there were packs in this stuff, and you would get in there was maybe like 2 or 3 packs, and they were all like colored. They were all colored parallels. So kind of a neat thing. And I don't know, a couple years ago that you could find these 2017 Bowman mini sets for pretty small money. I'm trying to close them out and stuff. So that's when I bought mine a couple, 3-4 years ago. They were pretty reasonable priced. I got a ton of gold parallels. Gold, blue. I think I got an orange. So, some pretty nice parallels out of there. And that checklist is really sweet, actually, because, you've got your Acuna first Bowman. You've got Juan Soto, prospect cards. You've got Aaron Judge rookie cards. You've got a ton of other names. I mean, there were some that were in that stack that I just went through, which, those individual cards, base cards are not super valuable, but if you got, an orange number to 25 of, someone like a Cody Bellinger rookie, at least one Cody Bellinger was kind of a hot commodity. You were doing really well. So, how was Cody Bellinger doing this year? I feel like he's probably just doing kind of average, below average slightly, maybe something like that, but I know he was one of the big free agents in the off season. I couldn't figure out why he was considered one of the big free agents, because he did have a big, he was like comeback player of the year, I feel like, last year. So he had a really nice season, but he's been, he's been sort of a mixed bag by any definition. Starting off in that strong 2017 campaign when he was basically the second hottest player in baseball after Aaron Judge, and then kind of putting in a collection of pretty miserable and nice one of Zach Gallen if you're into that kind of guy. Number 25. Orange chrome there. Orange prism. We got a lot of Adley Rutschman, just kind of base rookies. I don't think I have a lot of Gunnar Hendersons. I was kind of shocked, I was looking up prices of a lot of these cards to see if they were appropriate for this dollar box. And like Corbin Carroll, who's not really having a great season, but certainly he still has potential. Base chromes are down to like, $2. Josh Young, last year's Rookie of the Year, and a World Champion. Those are not worth much either. Brett Beatty, I think, is having a pretty good season this year. He did pretty solid last year too, and was a highly touted prospect coming up. So I feel like he's a pretty good player to hang on to. Riley Green is another one who's definitely got some talent. Shea Langoliers again with the Prism, Prism refractor out of Topps Chrome. Josh Groshen's pink rookie. I'm not sure what this guy's up to. He was on the Yankees for a minute. Like I feel like in spring training he was with the Yankees. Didn't make the squad. I don't think was signed to a minor league deal. So I don't know what he is up to. But he was once upon a time a very good name in the Blue Jays minor league system. Chris Morrell, not sure what he's doing either, but last year he had a real hot start. His stuff was pretty dang hot. J.J. Bleday, it's a very highly touted prospect, as a lot of these guys are. And here's Vaughn Grissom. No longer with the Braves. I can't remember where he's playing these days. But he had here's another guy who had a pretty dang hot start. That was the year that his rookie year was, because these are from 22, so that was like, so when the Braves won the series, and in the absence of Acuna, and he was one of those, kind of young guys that stepped up, had a real nice playoff run. So his stuff was pretty hot. Back in 2022 when that stuff came out. Pasquantino. Playing for the Royals, who are having a pretty solid year this year, actually. I was kind of shocked when I looked at their record about a week ago. Grayson Rodriguez, I think he's injured now. A bunch of the top Orioles pitchers are injured. I can't remember if he's one of them or not, but that Orioles pitching staff is having a real nice year, along with the entire Orioles organization, which is just stacked with young talent from the farm. All right, there's Michael Harris II. Not sure how he's doing. I think he's probably having kind of a down year for the Braves, but when he was a rookie, man, that guy was killing it offensively. Another Stephen Kwan, base rookie. Zach Neto. Tristan Cass's rookie debut. I feel like that photo makes me think it's an SP, but I will find out soon. No, it doesn't look like it is. Just kind of an odd photo to use for a base card. Riley Green, rookie debut. Grayson, stars the MLB rookie. Got some autographed rookie card. By the way, I think I'm gonna get through this stack here and then probably call it a day. Oswaldo Peraza. Not Oswaldo, but Oswald Peraza, not to be confused with Oswaldo Cabrera, another young player for the Yankees, and both are middle infielders. Although Cabrera is kind of more of a utility guy because he plays the outfield as well. I don't think Peraza does, but Peraza's not seen much time in the bigs. There's a Joey Votto Bone Chrome rookie from back in the day. Had these sitting around in a box forever. 2008. It's a nice J-Rod Bowman Chrome. Boy, J-Rod's having a yucky year, man. Kind of hoping he really gets it back together in a hurry because young sort of hobby superstar like that is kind of important. It's really funny that he was the same rookie class as Bobby Witt Jr. When Bobby Witt Jr. came up, he had a first couple years, 22, 23 were pretty slow. Actually came up in, did he come up in 2021? I can't remember, but anyways, Bobby Witt Jr. Was like just absolutely owning the minor leagues. So when he came up, people were expecting him, as fans I think unreasonably do. They were expecting him to continue that kind of tear. They did the same thing for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who was one of the best minor league players in history. He came up and he was okay, but nothing crazy. Certainly not a star performance-wise by MLB veteran standards, but he had a passable first couple years, and then he kind of blew up. He kind of exploded. So it's like that seems to happen a lot, and Bobby Witt Jr. is a prime example of that, where his first couple years were pretty slow, and then this year he's raking. The Royals are doing really well, and he's looking kind of like the all-star or the megastar that a lot of people thought he would be. Speaking of which, there's Bobby right there. So anyways, my point is Bobby Witt Jr. and J-Rod, we're both 2022 rookies, and back when those products came out, they were both pretty desirable because I think people were just speculating on Bobby, but J-Rod came out hot. So anyways, now it's sort of the opposite, and Bobby Witt Jr. is the hot one, and people are starting to lose faith in J-Rod, I think. But we'll see. Maybe just kind of a sophomore slump of sorts for J-Rod. He'll be back on top of the game in due time. I'm trying to think who it was that just got an 80-game suspension. Was it Noelve Mart? No, it was the other guy who came up a Blue Jay, but I think he was in the same draft class as Noelve. What's that guy's name? But yeah, this kid. Always sometimes kind of confused with Noelve Marte. He was up in the bigs for 3 days. And I guess, you probably get tested right when you come up, and his test came in and caught him with illegal substances. Walker Buehler still, kind of a staple of the LA rotation. And they are, looking once again to knows. He hasn't been the whole season, I don't think, but can't remember if he's out right now. Anyways, pretty strong pitcher there for the Braves. Adley, rookie, prospect. Gil Amaya, that is an atomic parallel. Kopech, rookie. We did not even make it like halfway through the shorter row. Riley Green, contenders, school colors. There's a Bobby Witt Jr. in his USA jersey. I kind of wonder what USA baseball sets Bobby Witt Jr. is in, because you know those USA baseball sets are sort of known for having a exorbitant amount of autographs in them. You know, you get like a hobby box and you get like 12 autos or some ridiculous thing. And if you get a Bobby Witt auto out of one of those, that'd be pretty sweet, and they're generally pretty dang cheap. So I don't know, maybe it's worth some research, seeing what USA baseball sets have Bobby Witt Jr. autos in them, and then maybe seeing how cheap you can find hobby boxes of the stuff, or even like those. They have like retail boxes of that's like blaster boxes have like 5 autos. It's kind of ridiculous. So your cost per auto is very low, and if they had a bunch of Bobby Witt autos in there that could possibly be in those packs, then maybe you'd have a shot at getting one. I've definitely gotten some solid autos out of those USA products. I think actually one of the better ones I've gotten is that Austin Martin guy. I pulled one of him, I think. Oh man, I can't remember if it was that or if it was like some Panini draft product or something. But anyways, I guess if Austin Martin did not play on the USA team, that would answer my question, but I feel like he did. I don't know. Alright folks, that's what we got for today. So yeah, a lot of rookies, a lot of just kind of, sort of base rookies, and, parallels of like sort of off-brand or off, non-big name rookies. This is the sort of theme here so far. And if you look at the box here, I gotta look at this phone so I can reach here. Yeah, so I think we did like all of this, and this was going out to like about here. So I got maybe this many, and then got this whole row here. So yeah, lots of. That might be the only Wander Franco I kept in here because it's like a parallel, chrome rookie. So every other Wander Franco is probably in the garbage right now. I just like throw them away if I see them, but I don't know. I kept that in there in case there's some insane Rays fan or something that ever finds that and wants it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. I guess I could do lots more of these videos because I have lots more cards to get through. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great one. Bye now.